A big problem I see in the sports and exercise community is people often undervalue the importance and benefits of a proper warm up. Some people just put on their shoes and jump straight into their workout or game. Others will perform some static stretching. Although static stretching improves your ability to lengthen your muscles, it does not prepare you for your exercise or workout. The main purpose of the warm up is to increase the core temperature of the body and prepare your muscles prior to the workout, so that you can perform better during games and reduce your injury risk. Now, I have split the warm up into 4 parts, which is movements, mobility, dynamic flexibility, and activation. I see people perform these 4 parts in different order, so here is my general recommendation. First, we start with mobility drills. Mobility means the ability of a joint to move actively through a range of motion. The drills here target the common mobility issues that most people face in daily life. First is for the shoulder mobility. For this exercise, grab a small resistance band, hold it at your shoulder width and pull it apart. After that, raise it above your head, bring it to the back of your body and front. Repeat 10 times. Next is an ankle mobility drill. Get into a lunge position, then get your back knee on the floor. Simply start at a position where the thigh is parallel to the ground and push your knees past your toes. It is best if you can perform this exercise barefoot. Repeat 6 to 10 times each ankle and you will feel a stretch around the lower part of your calves and ankle. Next is the 90-90 hip mobility. Get into a position where the hips, ankles and knees are at 90 degrees. Keep your back straight and try to get your chest to your thighs while keeping everything in 90 degrees. Hold for 5 seconds and repeat for 5 times each side. Then, you want to work on the back hips internal rotation. Simply do your best to get the back leg's heel to touch the ground fully while maintaining 90-degree position. Repeat 10 times for each leg. Next, we move on to movements. Movements refers to the actions that you will perform in game or your exercise. For example, in basketball, there will be defense, cutting, jumping, and sprinting. Every sport will have different demands. The goal here is to start increasing your body's temperature gradually while going through the motion. The first exercise we are going to do is a simple one. Jog forward, then jog backwards. Jog at a pace of 50 to 60% of your max speed. Next, skips. Skip for around 50 meters and back. Get your knees high when you are skipping and you want to feel as bouncy as you can. You can even also mimic the layup movement in basketball when you are doing the skips. Are slides. Bend your knees like you are sitting down and slide to one side and then repeat the other side. The next one is one of my favorite. I learned it from a strength and conditioning coach during my high school. Let's call it base for now. What you need to do is stand straight and tall, then snap down into an athletic stance. Make sure you sit your hips back straight, knees not caving in and not passing the toes. If you are an intermediate or athlete, you can try the single leg variation, which challenges your stability. Stand tall and snap down into one leg and hold for 2 seconds. A challenge I face doing this single leg variation is that the knees will tend to cave in more, so take note of that. The next part of the warm-up that we are moving on to is the dynamic flexibility part. The goal here is to increase your core temperature while improving your muscles' ability to lengthen. The reps for each exercise will be around 15 meters or half a quad length, or even just 8 to 10 reps for each exercise. First, we are going to start off with straight leg kicks. Straight leg kicks targets the back of your thigh, which are your hamstrings. What you are going to do is keep your legs straight and kick as high as you can while keeping your body straight. Second exercise is quad stretch to raise the lift. This exercise will stretch your quads and challenge your stability. First, pull your heels towards your hips, then hinge your hips while you're trying to touch the floor. If this is too challenging for you and you can't perform this with good technique, just do the exercise separately. Third is a hip stretch. Simply just pull your knee to as close to your chest as possible. Remember to keep your body straight and balanced. This will stretch the glute muscles. Next up is leg swings. Just like the video, swing your legs side to side for 20 each leg. A key here is to keep the foot on the ground pointing forward. This will challenge your ankle mobility. Next, lateral lunges. Spread your legs wide and sit to one side, while keeping the other leg straight. This will stretch the inner thigh on the straight leg and activate the opposite glute muscle. The last dynamic stretch is the world's greatest stretch. Get into a lunge position, lunge forward as far as you can, hold for 3 seconds. This will stretch your back legs hip flexor. Then, put the opposite side hand on the floor. Keep the other hand straight and rotate your upper body until your fingers are pointing the sky. Hold for 3 seconds. This movement will improve your thoracic mobility. Lastly, put both hands on the floor, push your front feet up, toes pointing up, and get your back foot's heel down to the ground and hold for another 3 seconds. This stretches the front leg's hamstring and back leg's calf muscle. Remember to keep your back straight while doing the exercise. This exercise is a bit complex, so please watch a few more times before performing it. Now we are at the last part of the warm-up. Before we start, please take note that if you haven't done any warm-up like this, it will definitely feel like a workout to you. It will take you a few sessions before you get used to it. After that, everything will be easy. Also, this is a general warm-up. If you have any joint or muscle that needs more attention, please perform the needed mobility or flexibility drill. The last part of the warm-up is activation exercises. We are going to activate 2 main muscles, which are the glutes and core. The glute is a very strong muscle in our body, while the core helps with our stability and energy transfer. First, we are going to do a glute bridge hold. Lay on your back and place your foot underneath your knee. Raise your glutes, squeeze and hold it at the top for 30 to 45 seconds. Another alternative is perform the single leg glute bridge. Get in the same position but extend one leg out. Do the glute bridge for 10 reps for each leg. Next is plank. Simple. Place your elbow underneath your shoulders, keep your body straight, contract your core muscles and hold it for 30 to 45 seconds. Another alternative for this exercise is the shoulder taps. The exercise we are going to do is a sub-maximal hop. This is my favorite, it will get you bouncy on the court. Hop side to side, front and back, and on the same spot each for 30 seconds. Hop only using your feet, keep your knees straight. When you hop, try to get your ankles into dorsiflexion, which means pull your foot towards the sky. Hop until you feel a bit of a burn on your calf and Achilles, not until the point when it's going to cramp, let's say like a 9 out of 10. Now this whole warm-up will take you around 10 to 15 minutes to perform. Feel free to take out or add any exercise you feel like you need. I should also mention that foam rolling and static stretching before workout is not bad, but not doing it to the extreme. You can add it before your warm-up for the best result. Alright, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. I will see you next time.